I'm at the Conscious Life Expo.
Do you believe in past lives?
Settle down into this space and feel your body.
Living your soul purpose.
So I just bought these beautiful earrings from one of the exhibitors.
Increase, accelerate. Now, spirits, I need you to grab their shoulders and shake them. Shake them stronger, spirits. Shake them stronger. Batalia.
Organic kitchen. I'm at this booth. These amazing desserts made out of coconut milk. What are they made out of?
Cashew and coconuts, real blueberry and lavender sprigs.
Ooh. And it's La Vie Wellness in a bottle. Okay, here's what it looks like. So day 2. So I'm at this fabulous booth with all these crystals and goddess jewelry and clothing. It's Marlene who makes all of these gorgeous magical pieces here. Ginger beer. Wow, Soul Purpose Workshop by Gail Thackray.
Talking about soul purpose and past lives. Alan has a TV show that he interviewed me on his TV show.
Right. It's called New Realities. It's about awakening the higher
We're going to be taking you on some regressions today, and you're going to be experiencing who you were in a past life, which is really fun. We're going to be looking at some of your talents that you might have had in a past life. But we're also going to look at some of the difficulties that you may have had. So we're going to do some healing on past lives. So can you see that subconsciously, you've actually created your own universe where...
We also have the blue tiger eyes with tea tree oil.
Yeah. So I'm going to take this one.
Day 4 of the Conscious Life Expo. More conferences.
Whole stuff, and stop trying to make it complicated, you know? That's my kind of like little bit that I want to add on.
She heard me. All right, good. Okay, one quickie on that. What we have to remember is because we are all together and we're all in transformation, all of us are, every one of us.
More synthesis and be able to hold a more stronger field of energy in their body, both not just within the way that their mitochondria is working, but also in their electromagnetic field. I do a lot of work with this guy, Dave Asprey, who's a biohacker. And what we do is we spend time using a lot of his devices to measure the different levels of synthesis, the different levels of electromagnetic energy, and the different levels of what's happening to a person. It doesn't mean that that person can't heal, but also there's a degree of what you do as well. So if you are, sometimes people will go into the healing like an addiction. I'm gonna go find this healer so I can prove they're wrong. So I can find that they're not a healer because I'm gonna put up every type of roadblock in front of them. That also is a game that's being played, right? So in order for healing to actually make sense, the person has to go in with the understanding that there's no agenda. Okay? There is only the witnessing. When you are in a state of witnessing, it's the same as praying. I could pray to God and beg and beg and beg, but that message doesn't get to God because it's filled with fear. But if I say, thank you for my healing, thank you for the energy that you're bringing in my body right now, thank you for this transmutation that's happening, it happens like that. But the thing is, again, it's based on where you are in your evolution. And I can tell you, just off of looking at your synthesis, you know, there's a part of your being that was looking at that time to look and see if it was real or not. You had doubt. And that part of you, that doubt, was going to the people, and the ones who couldn't heal you, that's because you weren't open to them. The one that you connected with the most on an emotional level, that's the one that was able to connect with you. Every person who has healing ability is a healer, but now it depends upon you, the recipient, and the person who is giving.
The end of it is actually losing yourself. And the problem with why we're sick is actually because the self has somehow come in and usurped the divine inside of ourselves. So if we really want to heal, the bottom line of it is we actually have to find the places in ourself and our heart and our soul and our spirit where we have usurped divine control, and we have to let those parts go. And that's the real healing. The real healing, it doesn't matter how much power it is, it doesn't matter all those things. It actually, what matters is dissolving. You know, letting go of who you are and letting the divine come into you and letting yourself become divine. And in divinity, there is no self. So there's no self-greatness, there's no self-grandeur. What there is simply being simplicity. And that's really the end of the story. So as we're going forward, I would just ask people to think about that and realize that healing is nothing more than removing our own confusion and our own selfness and accepting something bigger than us and allowing that to come through us. And when that happens, then anything can heal.
Work with is they, through their universal, through their heart consciousness, I connect them with, ultimately with universal mind consciousness that can download that consciousness into them so that they become universal consciousness. Our spirits are all universal consciousness. Our spirits are all God. We are all brothers and sisters in spirit because we are all God. But what I was downloaded during my near-death experience is that now that oneness of being universal mind consciousness is going to be so much more. It's going to be so much more where we can tap into our physical immortality, where we can tap into our agelessness, when we can tap into our wellness. And it's a very simple, it really resonates with you, that's the one you want to work with. But whatever you work with is right for you. And what I found in my near-death experience, everything is predestined. Everything is predestined and will work out the way that's supposed to. But it's up to you to feel what's right for you. And that answer lies within us all. As I said, as I started off, you are your own best doctor. So, and it's always really important as you discover that point to enjoy the journey. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
Breathe down into the pit of your stomach. Breathe deeper, longer, and slower. Settle down into this space and feel your body. Know you deserve to give yourself this time and space to let go, to heal, to feel, to connect with your own body. As you breathe deeper and deeper and deeper, I want you to become aware of an electric blue frequency that starts to move into this space. It flows down through the ceiling, up through the floor, in through the walls. This powerful electric blue light moves towards your physical body, and it starts to swirl around the outside of you, over your head, and it flows throughout the Hilton Hotel, expands through the walls, and then starts to flow throughout Los Angeles, then California, then the whole of the US of A, moving through children, men, women, towns, cities. This powerful frequency, it flows across the Atlantic to Ireland, the United Kingdom. It flows down through South America, flowing through rainforests and jungles, down through the Channel Tunnel towards France, through Spain, Italy. It flows through the Middle East, the Far East, down through Africa, South Africa. This powerful frequency emanating from your heart gets stronger and stronger, traveling faster and faster.
Sound is like the solar wind. It carries after the note. The solar wind comes after a solar flare. That's when it hits the electromagnetic field of the universe and it hits our Earth. And that's when we bounce with the Schumann frequency. You are all having Schumann frequencies. There's 8 of them, and they're all around your body as well. So this is our electromagnetic field. When sound hits this electromagnetic field, it begins to heal. That's what it does. It's its mission. So I'm going to do one more tone. This time feel it in a different place.
Breathe, inhale, exhale. Good, you're gonna hear me talking to you. Now, inside of you, you have a spirit that knows everything that I'm gonna say. And that spirit knows exactly what it needs to do. You may not understand what I'm saying, but that's okay, because the spirit does. So just keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. Good. And go inside of your body and find the place that has been bothering you the most and pull it up to your mouth and throat. Open up Access Energy Gate 35 in your spine. Release it also up to your mouth and throat. Open up Gate 109 so that you can access your ancestors. Bring the energy that's blocking that gate and bring it up to your mouth and throat. Release the excess energy out of your mouth. Accelerate the energy in your spine. Access Gate 1625 into your left ear. Open up the energy and pull it all the way through. Release any poisons you've taken on from other people. Bring it up to your mouth and throat. Good. Spirits in the room, go ahead and swallow them and keep swallowing them to break up any adhesions or any coagulations in their chest, and release it out of their mouth through deep yawn or cough it out of their systems. Accelerate the energy core and the grid part of their spine. Open up the gate grids at 6,825 in the heart. Open up the energy of the aorta. Release any energy that's caused you pain or suffering. Bring it up to your mouth and throat. Spirits that have been with them their whole life since their childhood, bring it out of their mouth and throat through deep yawn or deep cough. Keep cleansing their system. Exit the energy all the way up in the left side of your shoulder on gate 42. Cross over to the energy all the way over to your lower hip on your right lateral side. Access. Good. Increase. Accelerate. Now, spirits, I need you to grab their shoulders and shake them. Shake them stronger, spirits. Shake them stronger. Batawia wesia botwa menye. Si aboya ti abosia tua patwa yesi keke. Ya si amo tua mi abodie. Si abwata yesi watwaye. Matua moswati akesieti. Shake them stronger and pull the poison out of their body even more. Release them. If their mind is wandering because the spirit is inside of them, bring it to the light with unconditional love. Bring the spirit inside that's trying to block them, create control. Control spirit, look, your time is up. It's time for you to come into the light. We love you, we want you to come home. Release out of their mouth now. Spirit, cough the control spirit out of their mouth. It's time to come home, we love you.
Supported by the earth beneath your chair. Just settling in, settling down, settling together. In this brief time we have together, let's just call in some inspiration. How might we call in inspiration? How might we open ourselves to inspiration? And what might inspiration feel like? Perhaps you can get an experience of that now. And if you can get an experience now, whatever you are experiencing, allow it to reconfigure your being, reconfigure your history, your consciousness, your emotions, to be in alignment with inspiration.
Man has control over what comes out of our mouths and what actions we do. Jesus once said that a man is not defiled by what he puts into his mouth, he's defiled by what comes out of his mouth. So how are we killing ourselves? What we eat or what we say? So it's very important that the words that we speak be something that we want to own. So I'm going to measure Mark's energy field by using these very scientific instruments here. They're called L-rods. I'm just going to measure the size of his, what we call Anandamaya Kosha, which is his causal body. So we have rather large auras, right? Pretty big. Pretty big. Now, what we're going to do is all of us are going to do this exercise. We're going to say an affirmation. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to say it is a mighty, powerful, spiritual being. Say it again. I am a mighty, powerful, spiritual being, protected by the light of my being. I am divinely protected by the light of my being.
Have the Impossible Burger.
So as we're winding down, let's just breathe in more. You're grounded with your feet onto your path of light. You're bringing in more of your soul light, your soul code, your soul consciousness, your soul blueprint to activate within you and in front of you on your path of light. And everything is opening and revealing to you what you need, where you to be, how to serve this ascension on this planet. And we set this into motion now. And so it is. And that completes our activation for today. And so it is.